Hello everyone, once again this is Seema Chani from KYMS Academy. In the previous two sessions of Para Jumbles, we discussed all the techniques of acing Para Jumbles, and I hope you are practicing it and you are learning it. Today, I have come up with two past year questions of Para Jumbles. So let us solve it and together we will make it happen. See, such a beautiful quote. The greatest glory in living life, not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. जैसे ही मैंने इस कोट को पढ़ा मुझे एक स्टोरी डेफिनेटली मेरे दिमाग में आ रही है। और जब मैं बहुत छोटी थी, मेरी मम्मी स्टोरी को मुझे बहुत सुनाती थी कि एंट वाज देयर एंड इट वाज ट्राइंग हार्ड टू क्लाइंब द वॉल, बट वो हर बार चढ़ती थी, हर बार गिर जाती थी, एंड मेनी अ टाइम्स इट हैपेंड दैट इट फेल, बट इट डिड नॉट गिव अप, एंड अल्टीमेटली व्हाट हैपेंड, इट सक्सीडेड. So if that small ant can do it, we human being can definitely do it, right? So let's begin. Okay. So now in this paragraph, you can see that basically जो AI generated biases है और human generated biases है, उनके बीच में comparison बताया गया है. So if we have to go for the opening statement, definitely I cannot start this sentence with though. So this is eliminated. Again, despite word is given, it can be eliminated. Now in this sentence and this sentence, one technique is definitely going to work, and that is comparison technique. In the previous sessions, I have taught you the comparison technique. Now here you see, the impact of biased decisions made by humans is localized and geographically confined. तो जो human generated biases थे, वो localized थे और वो limited थे. But with the advent of AI, इसके आने से क्या हुआ? So obviously it is going to be my first statement, क्योंकि यहाँ पर हम AI का advent बता रहे हैं. जब से वो आया, जो impact था वो बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ चुका है, right? So fourth is going to be my first statement, and because comparison technique is going to work over here, तो जो impact था वो बढ़ गया था. And if you read the first statement, you can simply figure it out कि यहाँ पर दिया हुआ है resulted in much larger impact. तो हुआ क्या? Advent of AI हुआ, and thereafter people they started accessing internet, and because of this वो बहुत ज़्यादा impact उसका बढ़ता गया, right? So 4 and 1 is going to make a short pair. If I talk about 2 and if I talk about 3, so normally here I get two sequences, 4-1, 2-3, and many students they also go for 4-1 and 3-2. तो confusion जो basically आपको यहाँ पर होने वाला है वो 2-3 या 3-2 पे होने वाला है. So how to eliminate the confusion? Now if you read both the sentences, despite their widespread impact, अब now students यहाँ पर 4-1 के बाद 3 क्यों लिख देते हैं? The reason is because we are talking about the impacts in 4 and 1. So normally they feel that after 4 and 1, 3 is going to be the right sequence. But if you read the second one, second में वो algorithmic bias के बारे में बता रहा है, और वो बता रहा है कि basically problem कहाँ है. तो problem is not in algorithm, problem is in data जो उसमें feed किया जाता है. And because it is showing us the problem, and in this statement you can read this line, this particular line, it is relatively easier to fix. So don't you think कि ये हमारा solution भी है कि fix करना किसको ज़्यादा easy है? Rather than human generated bias, it is easier to fix what? AI generated bias. Okay? So in a way, it is a kind of solution also जो author हमें बता रहा है. So if this is a problem, then this is a solution. So 2 and 3 also makes a mandatory pair. If 2-3 is a mandatory pair and 4-1 is a mandatory pair, I can beautifully place them together. So my right sequence will be 4-1, 2 and 3. Don't you think it was so very easy? But exam में बच्चों को यही question बहुत tough लगा था. But guys, अगर आप उस techniques को follow करेंगे, definitely you are going to solve such kind of questions very beautifully, and that too in less time. Yes, so let us move on to another question. Now this is the next question from CAT 2024. Now in CAT 2024, actually there were no para jumble questions in a way कि आपको sequence नहीं बनाता था, but वहाँ पर odd one out का question था. Now in odd one out, you need not make the sequence, you just need to eliminate or maybe pick that particular sentence which is not the part of the paragraph, alright? But here we are going to make the sequence also, and we are going to go for the odd one out also. Animals have an interest in fulfilling their basic needs, but also in avoiding suffering, and thus we ought to extend moral consideration. Singer viewed himself as a utilitarian and presents a direct moral theory concerning animal rights in contrast to indirect positions such as welfarist views. He argued for extending moral consideration to animals because, similar to humans, animals have certain significant interests. The event that publicly announced animal rights as a legitimate issue within contemporary philosophy was Peter Singer's Animal Liberation text in 1975. As such, we ought to view their interests alongside and equal to human interests, which results in humans having direct moral duties towards animal. तो यहाँ पर आपको समझ में आ गया होगा कि बेसिकली वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द ड्यूटी ऑफ ह्यूमन बीइंग्स टुवर्ड्स एनिमल, moral consideration towards animal. So let us start from the opening statement. I taught you the technique of partial and the complete name. Now this is Singer, partial name. He, it's a personal pronoun, it stands for Singer. But let me also see if the complete name is given or not. So yes, if you read the fourth statement, you can see Peter Singer's Animal Liberation text is given. It means complete name is given. So 4 is going to be the first statement, right? Now after this thing, I can easily take second because here we are here the author is talking about the philosophy of Singer, that he viewed himself as a यूटिलिटेरियन, और ये हमको ये भी बता रहा है कि ह्यूमन बीइंग के कुछ मॉरल कंसिडरेशन होते हैं टुवर्ड्स एनिमल्स. सो आफ्टर 4 आई कैन इजीली कीप 2. So now this is gone and this is gone. Here we are talking about the moral consideration, and third is the elaboration of the second one. He argued for extending moral consideration. So it is the elaboration of the second one. So after 4, 2, let me rub it off. Okay, after 4 and 2, it is going to be 3. Okay, so now we are left between 1 and 5. And you know what, 1 and 5, it is going to create a confusion for you because दोनों हमें बहुत same लग रहे हैं, or many people they feel that 1 can be odd one out and 5 can be odd one out. But now let us check it out. Let us check us out that on what ground we are going to eliminate it. Animals have an interest in fulfilling their basic needs, okay? As such, we ought to view their interest alongside, all right? Whose interest? Animals' interest. And why alongside? Along with the human beings. Because human beings के भी interest होते हैं और animals के भी कुछ interest होते हैं. और हमें क्या करना चाहिए? उनको भी moral consideration देना चाहिए, right? So I think so far here I have talked about both the things, human beings also, animals also, and equal to human interest, which results in humans having direct moral duties towards animals. It is going very well with the paragraph. This is also going very well with the paragraph in a way, but यहाँ पर हमने one point miss किया है, which is human interest. We are simply talking about the animals. We are not talking about the human. Just on this basis, I am going to take 5 as the part of the paragraph, but not 1. So what is going to be the sequence? The right sequence is 4, 2, 3, and 5, and 1 is going to be odd one out. I hope this is clear. So keep learning this Simaj Halani. I'm going to come up with some more such questions in order to make you practice, and together we will make it happen. Stay connected. Thank you so much.